This is Winchester Varmint HE 22 long rifle. Accuracy and reliability revisited. Rifle edition. This video was filmed at Banner Range and the weather was fantastic. So while you'll contend with some background noise, I also tried to make a few edits to try to minimize that. Hopefully that's not too noticeable. And now, let's hit the range. We do 5 shots with no magnifier, 5 shots with the magnifier. Nearly as pretty of a group, that's for sure. Oh, that's a dead center bullseye. Okay. Let's up the magnification. Apparently my scope's a little to the left. Alright. Now let's review our targets. And one thing we want to keep in mind is on our 1022 that I call my Mall Ninja 1022, I recently replaced the battery on the red dot sight, and apparently I have a bad batch of batteries because all the red dot batteries that I replaced a few weeks ago, none of them work. And they kind of work where you can like turn them on and they'll turn on at like the lowest power for like 20 seconds or whatever, and then they turn off. Which is why at various times you see what looks like where I'm adjusting the sight on that. That's me turning it off and turning it back on because this gun is, quote, optics ready, which means it has no iron sights. Thanks, Ruger, appreciate it. But the gun's fantastic. Anyways, as you can see, looking at our target, even contending with our red dot difficulties, we have, even at 25 yards, which would be a good group. And moving to our M&P, which it has our hollow sun, which has a solar backup, so we don't have to really worry about that dying difficulty here. But we see a okay to decent group for me for a smaller gun, where I think what we contend with here is, again, an optics-ready firearm that does not have true iron sights. But because it has the quote, brace, not a true stock, and it's not a full-size, or close to it, say, rifle-size stock on it, the red dot and the magnifier sit at a different position, so I don't get quite as good of a sight picture with it, even if they both have technically similar style sight picture options. Now moving to our 4.55, of course we see a very good group, which is expected for a bolt action 4.55 rifle. Those things are fantastic. Now we started with the mini mag ammunition because we wanted a baseline. So as a baseline, we can see these firearms are accurate and they are reliable, and they will function with some, CCI mini mags that many people can find at many stores, quite readily available in their areas. Now before we move on to shooting the Winchester ammunition, how about we flash back to when we fired that ammunition out of our pocket pistol, when it was the only ammunition we could find. So the question was, will this even work out of our pocket pistol? Because if that's the only thing we can carry and this is the only ammunition we can find, will it work?
I think this is meant for rifle hunting, but hey, what you can get is what you can get. No. No. No bang. Let's try the next one. Double feed.
Now, as we saw in that previous video, I mentioned that I thought this ammo was designed for a rifle, but we were going to find out if it was capable of also working on our pocket pistol, because it was the only ammo we could find. And as we found out, that, well, didn't go as hoped. But it went as expected. And let's find out how this ammo performs now out of some firearms that I would say it's actually better, more intended to be used out of, we'll say.
We're going to do 10 out of the BX-25. See how reliable that is. If we need to, we'll switch to the 10 round magazine. Bottom left hand target. Let's hope our red dot doesn't die. We're going to do 5 without the magnifier again, 5 with the magnifier. Ooh, that was neat.
Looking at our targets, we see groups that, well, these targets look very, very similar to what we got with the mini mags. Let's put them side by side. Our M&P group, which the Winchester ammo is on the left, the mini mag is on the right set of targets. The M&P target in the top left hand of those groups might be slightly better with the Winchester ammo. I think the Ruger target in the bottom left and the 4.55 target in the top right are comparable at 25 yards with this ammo between the mini mag and the Winchester in terms of their precision and accuracy. Now, before we shoot at those playing cards you can see down there and do a second round of reliability testing, this time with the 25 round magazines, how about we get to some bonus footage that I took where I found some 10 rounds of punch ammunition to see how that would go through the M&P instead of the 2-inch LCP 1022.
While we wait for an opportunity to reset our targets, because I feel like on this video we're going to use fresh targets between ammo to make it easier to see the difference. So on our little challenge target out there, I'm going to shoot 10 shots of Federal Punch. Now this is ammo that we've had terrible reliability with out of our concealed carry home defense personal protection 22 pistols that this would be designed for. It says it's designed for out of a 2-inch barrel. Let's see how it does out of the 8-inch barrel of my Smith & Wesson pistol. Bottom right target. Wasn't that interesting?
I didn't have target cam rolling for that to preserve battery for some later footage, but I did get a picture of our target afterwards, and as you can see here, I think we have lost some accuracy and precision with the punch ammo when compared to the CCI Mini Mag and the Winchester Varmint HE, though we did have, again, 100% reliability, which looks good on both the M&P and the punch ammo. Now let's move on to that second round of reliability tests using the 25 round magazines with the Winchester Varmint ammo through the M&P pistol and the 1022 Mall Ninja.
That's almost totally dead on me.
Now while we examine our target, one thing that I want to mention is throughout this video you'll notice that with the various ammunition and magazines that we shot in our 1022 today that the hold open on empty did not function. That's on me 100%. That's not on Ruger or the ammunition we fired today. Other than the barrel and receiver, my 1022, all the other parts are aftermarket. And you know, you do that thing for, you know, we're going to try to make the trigger better or add the auto bolt release or whatever, blah, blah, blah. You change out all these parts. Now, 8 years later, and, well, the hold open on empty doesn't work. And, whatever. It is what it is. That's not on Ruger. That's not on the ammo. That's on me. Don't forget that. Now, one thing we do see is, again, even with the 25 round magazines, we had 100% reliability. And for the day we had 100% reliability, which is fantastic even for rimfire firearms. And on our final group here, we see groups that I think are very similar and comparable, which would make sense considering we're shooting at 25 yards with firearms that have red dot sights and the same quick flip 2 power magnifier on it. Now one thing I think we can infer so far from today's video is, much like I suspected in our LCP video when we shot this ammo appears very much to be designed for a rifle, or at least a longer barreled firearm than your pocket carry LCP2 and 22 long rifle. As we saw today with a longer barreled firearm with our Ruger 1022 or M&P 22 with the 8-inch barrel, we had 100% reliability, and we had groups that were very good in my opinion, and, well, very good performance in general, which leads us to say, well, we need to do a part 3 of this video where now we assess the expansion in an expansion test and also do velocity testing out of these firearms to see what velocity we get and if it matches what's on the box. We hope you found this video useful, and you're looking forward to our next video in this series where we do an expansion and velocity test on it. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a good day.